Hello guys, Ezra here and welcome back to another Final Fantasy 7 videos, and I think on this video I want to talk about the live stream scenes in part 3, which is probably my most anticipated scenes in part 3, like everyone else, I think the original live stream sequences in, the original Final Fantasy 7 is actually one of my best or favorite scenes in the game itself, and I think everyone can agree on that. And I personally cannot wait to see how they're going to adapt those scenes in part 3 and how they could expand the scene itself, because let's be honest, if you ask anybody who are waiting for part 3 who already play the original Final Fantasy 7, who already knows the story and the character, everyone was excited to see the live stream sequence, where we get to learn what actually happened in Nibelheim, and most importantly, we learn about the real Cloud strife, because this entire storyline is about how Cloud was, like insecure and tried to be cool in a way, but the live stream scenes basically confirmed that no, he actually accept himself, he needs to love himself. And that's why I think that live stream sequences was so important to a lot of people, because you could relate to Cloud in a way, because sometimes in life we try to be cool, we try to be, like be smarter than we actually was, like I certainly did that a couple of times in my life before. And I feel like that since alone speaks a lot to me, because like, yeah, I need to love myself, I need to accept who I am. And that's what I think is so important to me, and of course it's important to Cloud strife character. It's probably one of the most important scenes for his character, and I cannot wait to see how they're gonna adapt that. And I did talk about this since alone, when I talk about my expectation for part 3, which was uploaded like 2 months ago, but I feel like, well, since the last ever Crisis video does so well, I thought that, well, I might as well make one more Final Fantasy 7 videos. I was debating which kind of videos that I should make, but I finally just decided to settle on the live stream, I guess my live stream scenes, expectation, and how I would personally expanded the scene itself, because again, it's the most important scene for so many people, and it's probably one of the most scene that people are looking forward to in terms of the character relationship in a way. So I think I might as well talk about that on a single specific video, because like my other videos talk about like other stuff as well that I expected for part 3, even though I think the majority of that video are talking about the live stream scenes, but well, I might as well talk about this on one specific video, so people can actually tune in and let me know their opinions on how they're going to handle the live stream scenes in part 3. So I think, in my opinion, that I think the original scenes from the original Final Fantasy 7 are going to play exactly the same. However, in my opinion, here's how they should expand, or like they could expand the original live stream scenes, because number one, we see Cloud strife are again accepting who he was, and obviously Tifa already knows that, I guess, like half of the truth, I guess, the Mount Nibel incidents, where Tifa fall off the bridge, and we already get that scenes, or I guess like the prototype of that scenes in Gongaga with Tifa, and Tifa already confronting Cloud about that, like, you are a hero, because when the rest of them ran, you are here for me, which is a sweet scenes between Cloud and Tifa. However, Tifa are going to learn more about Cloud, which I think brings back the conversation they had in Nibelheim in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, because like, even though they're like, living next door to each other, they don't exactly know each other that well, and I feel like this live stream scene is gonna be super important for both Cloud and Tifa, because that's where Tifa are going to learn more about the real Cloud. And I think this is how I think they're going to expand the scenes. I think Tifa might also show her own perspective from her own memory to Cloud, because I think this is the way for Cloud and Tifa to actually get to know each other, so I think there's gonna be like a really sweet moment between the two of them, and I think they're going to know each other really well this time, and in my opinion, the most important thing that they could improve the scenes is actually having the rest of the Nibelheim resident to appear in front of Cloud and Tifa, and especially Tifa's father, Brian Lockhart, are going to appear in front of Cloud and are going to apologize to Cloud specifically, because again, in the Mount Nibel incident, Brian and the mayor and pretty much everyone in Nibelheim think that, oh, Cloud is the one responsible for this incident to happen to Tifa, and even Tifa confirmed this in Rebirth, and just like in the original game, which is really lined up really well, for the story. Tifa basically confirmed that, yeah, everyone thinks that you egg me on, Cloud, and I think that's just like super tragic for Cloud, because we all know that's not the truth, So I know that the argument is that Tifa is the only one that matters, because she's the only one that's still alive and is going to be, together with Cloud in some way, However, I think in my opinion, the way they could expand on the scene itself is having all the residents appear after Cloud has already remembered who he actually is, and again, Brian are going to apologize to Cloud, like saying that, hey Cloud, I apologize, for being so harsh on you. You were the only one who was there for my daughter, when the rest of the three friends that Tifa has, they're pretending to be a fucking badass, decide to leave, and then Cloud, you were there for my daughter, so that's why she's still here, she's still alive, thanks to you, So her father is gonna apologize to Cloud and be grateful to Cloud, because again, for the most part in the original Final Fantasy VII, we don't get to see the actual drama between Tifa's parents and Cloud, specifically Tifa's dad, because Tifa's dad doesn't like Cloud because of this incident. And I think in terms of two paths, I think the father doesn't, I think Tifa's dad doesn't really like Cloud even before the Mount Nibel incidents, but I feel like on the novel Trace of Two Paths, it was played as a comedy in a way, but I feel like after the Mount Nibel incident, that's where the hate became so real, because again, he thought that Cloud was the one that responsible for injuring Tifa. So I think in my opinion, it was important to show that Brian Lockhart actually apologized to Cloud and actually learning the truth about who Cloud actually is. Cloud Stripe is not exactly a bad person to my daughter. He actually cares so much about my daughter, so I'm gonna say sorry. So I think that's gonna be a heartwarming moment, and of course the Nibelheim resident could also apologize to Cloud, and the other thing that they could actually improve is actually having Cloud and Tifa's mom appearing on the live stream. I think specifically about Tifa's mother, which is Thea Lockhart, right, which is like specifically appear on the novel Trace of Two Paths, and we do get to hear her voice on the live stream scenes on Gongaga when Tifa actually went under the live stream, which I think, in my opinion, I think they are going to do this idea here, because I feel like, why would they show why would they cast someone as Tifa's mother if they don't exactly show her in part 3? That's my argument. So I think it's the best for Thea Lockhart to appear in front of Tifa, so Tifa can has a big closure moment, because again, in Gongaga we also learned that Tifa actually is so heartbroken that her mother just died and she doesn't accept that, and that's why the Mount Nibel incident happened in the first place. So I think it will be the most emotional scene for Tifa specifically, because she is able to meet her mother again, one last time on the live stream, So I think it's gonna be a closure moment for Tifa herself, So I think that's just a great idea that I have, So I hopefully they do this, because again, it's not just Tifa but also Cloud having a closure moment with his mother, because obviously Cloud is feeling guilty for not able to save his own mother on the Nibelheim incident. Even Sephiroth is mocking Cloud about that. So I think, Cloud seeing his mother again, is gonna be another closure moment for him. So again, this is my idea for how they should expand the scenes. And I think the scene could just end with, again, both of them are like folding up the live stream, before we get to see them waking up, on the surface. And I think it should end with all the Nibelheim residents, including, Tifa's parents and Cloud's mom, to cheer them on, like, yeah, like, let's save the planet, let's defeat Sephiroth and Genova in a way, like, this time the entire Nibelheim resident are cheering for both Cloud and Tifa. And it's gonna be another emotional moment for Cloud, because, like, again, the rest of the Nibelheim resident thinks that Cloud is responsible for Tifa's incident, but now they know the truth. They are going to support Cloud, from the live stream. So I think, to me, that's like how they should handle the live stream scenes, because again, it's a full-on closure for both Cloud and Tifa, and they could move on with their life, together as a team, as a couple, potentially. I think that's going to happen, in my opinion. I know some people are disagreeing with me, that's fine, but in my opinion, I think Cloud and Tifa are going to become a couple in part 3, which I cannot wait to see how they're going to handle that. I think this is obvious to me. It just makes sense to me. And especially the live stream scenes are super important for both of them. And if they actually expanded the scenes like this, by showing their the spirits of their parents, and give Klaus specifically a full-on closure for the guilt that he has the entire time, that's gonna be the most perfect scenes in the entire game. And I hope they do this. So I guess I'm gonna leave it to you guys. Like, let me know, guys, in the comment section below, like in your guys' opinions, do you guys think this is a good idea to how they could expand the live stream scene in part 3, or do you guys have your own ideas on how they could expand the scenes in part 3? Like, let me know all that in the comment section below, because again, I don't think it's gonna be like the one-to-one scene just like in the original game without any expansion. I don't think they're going to do that, because the developers are pretty much aware that the live stream scene is gonna be the most important scenes in part 3. I would argue that's the most important scenes for our main character, Cloud Strife. So I think they are trying to they are going to find a way to expand the scene, in my opinion. So, like, do you guys think my idea are, I guess, good? Like, let me know all that in the comment section below. Or do you guys have your own ideas on how they should expand the live stream scenes? Also, let me know in the comment section below. Let's start like a fun conversation on how they should expand the scene itself. Again, it's pretty much everybody's most anticipated scene in part 3. So let's just discuss that in the comment section below, guys. And if you guys enjoyed that, make sure, guys, click that subscribe and like button, guys. Share videos, usual stuff. Again, thank you for everybody who already watched the Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video. I didn't expect to get that many views for that videos. So hopefully this video could also get many views, but I guess we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, I really curious to see what your guys' ideas on how the live stream scenes could expand it in part 3. Because I think they are going to expand the scenes. Like, come on, man, it's not gonna be the exact same scene, in my opinion. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos in the future, guys. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.